The Corthari estate shimmered like a jewel in the heart of Aurealis Prime. Towers of silver glass stretched into the sky, surrounded by flowing gardens that glowed with bioluminescent flora. Inside, wealth and power pulsed like lifeblood, every guest, every worker, every gesture dictated by status. At the very top of this glittering empire lived Lady Vera, one of the wealthiest and most influential billionaires in the sector. Her reputation was a blend of admiration and fear. She had crushed competitors with elegance, yet she carried a wound deeper than her fortunes could mask. Her daughter, Lyra, had been born with frail bones and underdeveloped wings, a condition the best alien medicine could not cure. To the Corthari, a wingless child was a living scar, a reminder of imperfection in a species obsessed with grace. Most servants avoided Lyra. They bowed respectfully, then hurried past, unwilling to meet the gaze of a child who could not soar. Even the tutors taught with distance, their lessons mechanical. Only machines tended her most intimate needs. That changed the day Lady Vera hired a new human janitor. The man's name was Marcus. He was an unassuming figure, broad-shouldered, quiet, dressed in the plain gray uniform of maintenance. He was not chosen for his lineage or prestige. Humans were considered a practical but unsophisticated species. Marcus had been assigned to clean the halls, polish the crystalline floors, and remain invisible. Yet invisibility was not what happened. One afternoon, Lady Vera descended the grand staircase and froze at what she saw. Her daughter sat in her hover chair, struggling with a spilled nutrient drink. The iridescent liquid dripped onto her hands and stained her thin robes. The household machines had not responded fast enough. The tutors had already left the room. And there was Marcus, kneeling, gently dabbing at Lyra's hands with a cloth, his rough human features softened with patience. He did not look at her with pity. He did not avert his eyes as so many did. Instead, he spoke to her with a warmth that startled Lady Vera. "Don't worry, kiddo. Spills happen. My little sister used to do this all the time back home." Lyra giggled, a sound that Vera realized she had not heard in months. The alien billionaire, hidden in the archway, felt her wings shiver. No one had ever coaxed such light from her daughter. Over the next days, Vera found herself noticing small things. Marcus would adjust Lyra's chair so it faced the sunbeams in the morning garden. He told her stories of Earth, of oceans where waves sang louder than any city, of forests so tall they swallowed the sky, of children who ran barefoot without wings and yet were free. He did not see her as broken, only as a child. When Lady Vera confronted him privately, her voice was edged with steel. "You are a janitor. You are not here to interfere with my daughter." Marcus did not flinch. "With respect, ma'am, I don't see her as a task or an interruption. She's just a kid who deserves someone to listen." The simplicity of his answer shook her more than defiance ever could. Rumors began spreading among the staff, that the wingless child smiled more, that she asked when the Earth man would visit. Some whispered it was improper, others murmured that perhaps humans possessed something the Corthari lacked. Lady Vera, for all her wealth, found herself watching closely. And when one evening she saw her daughter asleep, clutching a crude paper flower Marcus had folded for her, Vera realized she could not buy such devotion. The next morning, she summoned Marcus to her private chamber. "You have done what the finest physicians and tutors could not," she admitted, her voice low. "You gave my daughter hope." Marcus shifted uneasily. "All I did was treat her like a person." To a Corthari, such words should have been naive, even insulting. But Lady Vera felt them cut through centuries of arrogance. And so she made a decision that shook her world. She elevated Marcus from janitor to Lyra's official caretaker, with full honors and privileges. When the council protested, a human in the household of a billionaire, Vera silenced them with a single sentence. "This human gave my child her laughter back. Tell me, which of you ever managed the same?" From that day forward, the corridors of the Corthari estate rang not with whispers of shame, but with the sound of a human telling stories and a wingless child laughing. And for the first time, Lady Vera understood that true wealth was not counted in credits, but in the resilience of the human spirit.